Welcome, y'all.
Hey, Krystin. It was almost Granny-esque. You caught me a little off guard.
You were like, is she going to do it?
Yeah, I was hoping.
Do it?
When I just said, you're going to say welcome, y'all, I was hoping you just automatically go into the Granny. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Chandler joins us as a camera switcher and a co-host.
Hello.
How are you doing, Chandler?
Doing great.
What are you drinking?
Got my twee.
As always. You twisted tea? I mean, you twisted tea?
My twee.
Twisted tea.
What are you drinking, Krystin?
Neutral.
Strawberry. And I'm drinking Sweat Jar. Can only be found at Total Wine.
Is that for real, though? Like, or is that just...
No, I'm not.
It.
That's the only...
it.
Here in our area, that's
it.
the only place we can get it. Yeah.
We're very orangey reddish right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, we are.
Wrong colors for today.
What were we? Are we like going fall?
I guess we're Old
Summer.
Miss fans.
No, that's red and blue, right? Ole Miss. You're thinking of Auburn.
Red.
Yeah, but the Bayou Bar. What's that shirt you're wearing? Where'd you get that?
That's when we went to
Bayou
on the bar crawl, yeah.
But wait,
crawl.
I wasn't at the Bayou Bar with y'all.
Oh.
Who bought you the shirt there?
Dalton. I think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
I didn't
Dalton.
even know Bayou Bar had shirts.
I didn't either. They got shots though.
Damn.
They do.
And they have a jukebox because we danced in there one time.
Go.
Me and Harold. Yeah.
How was I never even found out. How was your bar crawl?
Oh, it was a great time.
You had fun?
Actually, at Bayou Bar, some old lady bought me Jello shots, and I did Jello shots
there
with her.
you go.
He's,
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah.
he likes some older women, I guess.
I guess so.
The older ladies.
So.
How many? Never mind.
Just make sure she's rich.
And has all of her teeth.
No, that might be better for a dude if the woman doesn't have all of her teeth.
Yo.
Okay, sorry. Yes, my child is sitting right here. Okay. So, anything new?
No.
Nope.
Nada.
Okay. We're going to start then. You have a story.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to handwrite it out the old-fashioned way.
It's just easier for me.
With papyrus and a quill.
Yeah, and a quill. That's exactly what I use. Old fucking quill.
All right, girl.
Okay, so we are going to go to August 1997.
I just had a feeling you were going to say that.
1997?
Yes. I don't know why.
Your premonition.
I'm foreshadowing. Okay, go ahead.
You might know this one.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I kind of dug it out. Okay, so the way that I wanted to do the story, I didn't, which I probably will do next time. But we're going to follow one of the victims.
Okay.
And break off a little bit in between.
You know, we do it all kinds of different ways on the show.
I know.
It just depends on what you're
we're feeling.
And if you go back to the beginning and look, like, I do things different, change it up. We don't have to do it the same way. There's no rules to this.
As long as I have that, then I'm good.
Yeah.
Then I'll just do it however next time.
That's right.
All right. So we're going to be following Holly Dunn. Holly was a student and she was living on campus at the University of Kentucky. She, I don't really have much of a, she's this, she's that.
She was a girl who went to University of Kentucky.
So this particular night, August 29th, 1997, she was going to meet her boyfriend, Chris, at a party on a Thursday. So just like, hey, we're on campus, we're going to go do whatever the fuck we want.
Thursday is a party night.
Is it?
Fuck yeah, it's a party.
What about school Friday?
No, bro. You schedule your classes so you don't have to that. Do that or you have a late class on Friday. Chandler is laughing because I'm sure that's what he
Do you have
did.
a late class on Friday?
I haven't had a class on Friday since probably like beginning of sophomore year.
And then you're like, fuck this. I'm not doing this dumb shit.
Yeah.
But his partying is getting on and gaming.
Yeah,
That's a game party.
We call it getting on.
Locking in.
Yeah. Nope. We call it getting on at this house. Because all the adult male children that come here all get together
and they get on.
Say, are you going to get on tonight? Yeah. Are you getting on tonight? That's what they say to each other. And that's, I just taught.
Like when they're dapping each other off?
I don't know what dapping means.
You know what a dap is?
Oh, you mean like the fist?
No, it's like, yeah. It's like
it's like
more of a handshake.
Oh. Okay. I thought you were like jerking off. I didn't know what you meant. It's like they don't
Just a
jerk each other
dab.
off. They just play video games together.
But
Okay,
getting on sounds like something sexual.
they're not getting it on.
That's what you would normally
They're
ask
just
to your
getting-
bros. Like,
getting on.
y'all getting it on tonight?
No, because that means we're not going to be getting on. We're going to
We're
be getting
getting
it
it
on.
on.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Way too much of a sidebar. Holly Dunn went out to a party on
About
a
dapping and getting
God
it on.
forbid she went out to a party on a Thursday night with her boyfriend Chris.
So, yeah. So the party was weird and lame, and they were kind of like, let's just dip out. So they took some beers from the party, and they go to...
So when you say they dipped out, did they get dip and put it in their lip?
And then took it out and ate it.
Ew.
They actually ate each other's dips.
That's disgusting, but maybe that's true love. So dip is...
If that's true love, I don't have it. I ain't doing it. I don't want it.
So dipping out is just leaving.
Yeah, like they just left. So they grabbed some beer from the party and we're like, all right, we're just going to go sit by the railroad tracks.
Of course, because that's
what you do.
Yep.
We used to lay on the railroad tracks.
Fuck no.
Get high as kites and
If
lay.
I knew my kids were... Chandler, I appreciate the face you're making right now, because if I knew my kids were doing that, I would jerk their asses off the tracks and beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, we didn't have parental supervision or guidance ever.
Well, all right.
So
Fucking
we
get high
and go lay on the tracks.
I don't know if there's anything worse that you could do
was
other
the
than
best.
murder someone. That's terrible.
It was the best.
All right.
We contemplated existence when we did that.
All kinds of...
Yeah. But they didn't go lay on the tracks. They
Good.
just were hanging out around. I guess it's a town that...
They were just in the
kind of
lot.
like...
They were having a parking lot party.
Yeah. Kind of like how Gonzales, where the tracks run through the town. Like, I think that this was what it was. So they're out, they're chilling, hanging out. They spend some time out there. Then they were like, all right, let's just go back to the party. Maybe we're drunk enough or whatever. We're like, we're bored with this. Let's go see if the party popped up.
Okay.
So as they're walking from the railroad tracks, they are stopped by this man, and he's like a small man, like 5'4".
Like a little person?
No.
Okay, not
It's like
legally.
a little, yeah, like a little bit taller than me,
Not a
just a
hobbit.
smaller
Not
guy.
a hobbit.
Not a
Where
hobbit.
did Gandalf go?
I'm telling you, you need to do that.
So the reason why I said that is because I asked my son last night, not this son, Dalton, I asked him, and he would never answer me.
He was probably ignoring you like mom.
No, he was looking at me. He knew. I said, if I did a podcast on this, would you listen to it? He goes, no. And I was like, what podcast would you listen? What topic do I need to do for
That
you to
you'll
listen to my podcast?
Which is crazy that he doesn't listen.
He's a Patreon member though. So.
There's that.
But Chandler, how did it come up? Someone said I should do, no, he said something like, you could do a podcast on, what's even the show we're talking about?
I don't know.
Hobbits is Lord of the Rings, huh?
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And he said that would be terrible if you did a podcast. And then they started making fun of me, pretending I was doing the podcast, like being dumb and not knowing what anything was. And he goes, well, actually, I might listen to that.
I would listen to it.
Yeah, so Chandler
He doesn't
said.
listen to the ones that he's been on?
I don't think he does, no.
Those are the only ones I listen. Actually, no. Recently, I've been listening to it.
Well,
I like to start from the very bottom and just roll through the first
here's
couple.
the thing. When you hear him on, I am basically desperate, and he is doing it because he loves his mother. But literally, like, loving me is not quite enough
It's
to get
not
him
enough
on
to
the show.
listen.
So, he's helped
I'll pay
me
you
out.
$20 if you come pod with me because I need shit.
I mean, I think he's hilarious. So,
He is.
he's good on the podcast, but
And because he talks out of his ass, and that's
what
perfect.
we need.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones is a stupid criminal one. It was me and Dalton, and you were just reading them off. That was probably, honestly, that might be my favorite one.
I like Hannah on the podcast too. She's funny.
Hannah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm
so
sorry. I'm a little buzzy.
We're all derailed.
They went back to the party.
And the little man, okay?
Man.
Short, 5'4". So he's not
No,
he's not
legally a little person.
But he's just a small guy.
Okay.
So he comes
So
out.
he's Colin, 5'4".
Or Sal.
Or Sal. Yeah, I think Colin's 5'4". Oh, shit. Am I ratting him out? Well, he's married now. He's not trying to get a date. Yeah. Okay, so I'm picturing the size.
Okay.
And I'm thinking Holly and Chris are just average size.
Yeah, they're just normal size people. But so he comes out and he's asking them for money, and they're like, "We don't fucking have no money. We're college students. Like, we don't have shit.
Right.
We have nothing.
You want a beer? That's all we got.
We're out of beers. We drank all the fucking beers. We can't offer you anything.
Little man.
Yeah, you little man.
Come here, little fella. You want to go to a party with us?
We going back to the party. Come on. We can find somebody that got some fucking money for you.
Hey, little fella. Come on. Do we know the little fella's name?
Eventually we will.
Okay. All right.
He's unknown right now.
I'm going to call him Stub right now.
All right, Stub. So he had a weapon of some sort. He comes out. It's like
what the fuck?
Like a screwdriver or a knife, or he's wielding a weapon.
Stub was nice until now. He's just he's
being a dick.
You don't have nothing. I'm just going to whip out.
I'm show you my screwdriver.
My sharpened pencil, number 2 pencil over here.
Die. So he pulls the screwdriver or knife or whatever it was that he puts it on Chris, and it's like, now y'all got some money? And they're like, we still don't have fucking shit for you, bro.
No.
Not really sure, like, why this was scary. Him having a screwdriver. They'd never said it was a knife. It was like a weird-ass thing.
Tool. Some random tool.
Yeah. Screwdriver is not going to scare me, especially if I'm bigger than you.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, you got a screwdriver.
And it's 2 against 1. Okay, I'm with you. I agree.
My whole,
But apparently, okay.
So somehow he was able to tie Chris up. This is like bizarre.
What the fuck?
He's able to tie Chris up. And this is like verbatim not verbatim, but it's like what she's telling the story.
Holly, I'm not trying to victim blame here, but what the fuck were you doing?
Where were you?
Well, little man was tying up your boyfriend.
Your man.
Damn.
You want to know what he got tied up with?
Zip ties?
A book sack.
Little man only had a book sack with him?
They had the book sack, which
they used their own
book sack to tie him up.
This is fucked. You got me fucked up.
Fucked ass up. It's very, very weird. So he's tied up with the book sack behind his back. The man goes to Holly and like takes her belt off, or is like, take your belt off, and she gives him the belt and ties her up with her belt. So y'all are both tied up with your own shit.
You do not have a knife or a gun on me.
You have a screwdriver or some sort of tool.
You have a number 2 sharpened pencil.
Like nothing.
And that, okay. What? Okay, I'm anxious to hear how this fucking ends. Because there's so many things I would have done. So many things.
Give me your belt. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the belt.
Give me your pencil,
I'll beat your ass
little
with my
man.
belt.
Stub. Give me your pencil.
So he does that. He ties them both up. They're still able to like communicate.
They weren't gagged.
They weren't gagged yet. They're still able to communicate. Little man ends up dragging Chris down into like the grassy area.
Okay.
She's freaking out. Like freaking out. I don't know how drunk they were. That's my biggest thing is like they may have been fucked up.
No.
Incoherent, fucked up. They did some gummies. They were drinking some beer.
They were laying on the railroad track.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe they were that fucked up.
All right.
So
I'm not having any of it, but I'm listening.
It was bizarre. So they're still able to talk to each other, and I guess that was aggravating the shit out of him. And he tears his shirt up and gags them both with his own shirt.
Now little man half naked.
He is resourceful.
He's half naked now.
He is half naked little man.
Okay. It's getting
Stubby,
better.
The half naked man. So he gags him.
He sounds like a carnival sideshow at this point.
That's what I thought the whole time. So before he gagged him, Chris was like, Holly, if you can get away, go. Like, I'm way too tangled and tied up with this book sack. If you can go, go. How the fuck did you tie him up with a book sack?
What the fuck is going on?
How?
Bro,
How?
Stop it.
I swear.
You're lying.
I swear this is literally word for word the story that she tells the police. She tells everybody. Like, it's a documentary. Like, it's a real deal.
Okay.
So.
You saw her telling this story.
Yes.
Is she teeny tiny?
No. She's like my size. She's a regular sized person.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
It's not like she was swinging with T-Rex arms and it's not like they were little people and they were able to tie him up with damn book sack. Like, these were normal sized humans. I don't know. I was just.
This is far-fetched.
Yes.
This is very...
Like, who believed you when you said this?
This is very far-fetched. Okay.
So, he's like, get away if you can, whatever. I can't do shit. So, after a few minutes, little man comes down with a 50-pound brick.
Dude.
Swear. 50-pound brick. He comes down and he slams Chris on the head with the brick. Then
she could have fucking just swept his feet out.
Don't fuck. He obviously put whatever weapon or screwdriver down at some point to tie y'all up. What the fuck?
All right.
I'm literally researching this, and I have Bryce is on the couch, and I'm like, what in the fuck? He's like, what is your problem? I'm like, this is nuts. It's nuts.
Shout out to the firemen listening.
Yeah, so, because you ain't tying me up with a book sack.
How do you even tie somebody up with a book
Behind
sack?
their back. What, you unhooked the straps and put it like...
I feel like I would be more confused.
I need an
to
animation.
No. You need a recreation.
I need something that shows me that this is plausible. Mythbusters, let me know.
Or you're the size of Ed Kemper, 6'5", 300 pounds.
Sit on him. Y'all could have just sat on his ass.
No, I'm just saying, this guy doesn't sound formidable to me. He didn't. He brought a gun. He brought a screwdriver to a book sack fight.
Literally.
What the fuck?
You could have swung like, y'all.
Yeah. They froze.
Yeah.
They don't replay in their mind what they're going to do when they get attacked.
That's the problem.
Yes.
Because we're going to know.
We are.
So, he comes down, he slams him with the brick. Then he goes straight for Holly, gets on top of her. And she fought like nobody's business to get him off. So, I'm thinking that this guy was strong. At least. Okay. Even though he was little, he's strong. She said she fought like how the things that ran through her brain, and it's funny that we talked about that, the things that was running through her brain is she's like, well, hold on.
She's probably like, I want to live. I'm going to do what he says. Yes.
She fought like hell. He puts the weapon towards her and says, look how easy I could kill you. Like, I could kill you right now.
And I would look at him
it's a screwdriver, bitch.
Square in the eyes and go, what you gonna do? Test me to death with that number 2 pencil, motherfucker?
So, he stabs her in the neck with the screwdriver. Okay. She just stopped. She just was like, you know what? I don't want to die. Like, I'm not trying to die.
She's like, okay.
Whatever you're trying to do, just do it.
Uncle, you win.
Yep. So
and Chris, at the very least, is concussed at this point, if not dead.
He's
God.
knocked out at this point.
Yeah.
So he stabs her, then he sexually assaults her.
Oh my God.
But what she says, and this is right out in the open, in the fucking open.
Yeah.
What she says is she's looking at every single possible way to identify this guy.
Scars, eye color, hair color,
everything. Weight. She said that she was trying to pull her.
He's 5'4".
He's a little man. She was trying to pull her fingernails off so she could leave her fingernails to where somebody would know she was here.
Oh my God.
So she was like,
fuck.
She was freaking.
Okay, so she right.
She tried.
Yes.
So, she did all that just in case she got away. She asked him, she's like, what do I need to do for you to let me go? Like, how can I help you? Like, I can get you some money.
Right.
I can find whatever it is you're looking for. Like,
suck your dick,
whatever you want.
Yes.
I want to live.
Yes.
And
he's like, I want to be 1 foot taller.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, can't do that.
I'm not a magician. I'm sorry. He beats the shit out of her.
Oh my God.
She is, at that point, she passes out, and what she thinks is he thought she was dead. He fully thought that she was dead. She was out, shallow breathing, like he was
He's
for
going.
certain.
She's going, yeah.
Yeah, so then he dips out, he leaves. She comes to, and she didn't really realize, how fucked up she was. And she just follows the tracks all the way along to where she finds somebody's house. It's 3:00 in the morning at this point. the guy I guess he was up because he saw her walk through the yard. He lets her in. He's like, oh my God. Like, lays her down. He said he was just talking to her, just trying to make sure that she stayed
conscious.
awake.
Yeah.
He called 911 and they get her to the hospital. The police were sent out to speak to Holly. She had a broken nose, a broken eye socket, a broken jaw, and staples like covering her head.
God.
I mean, he beat the hell out of her.
He must have been a strong little man.
Really thought she was dead. Like, truly thought she was dead.
Wow.
So she kept asking for Chris. Where's Chris? Where's Chris? Where's Chris?
Girlfriend, you know where Chris is.
What she felt like was hours of this encounter.
Probably lasted 15 minutes.
It wasn't as long.
Yeah.
He was gone. I mean, the second 50 pounds brick.
Yeah.
You hit somebody in that
big old cinder block.
That's it.
Yeah.
So they finally told her that he had died out there. And at that point, Holly's like, I want to talk to the police. Jaw is broken. I want to talk to the police.
So she's at the hospital and has not talked to the police at this point. The freaking hospital hasn't called?
Well, they're headed that way.
Okay, I got you.
They're like life-saving, stapling her fucking shit up and trying to wire her jaw.
Yeah.
And she's like, I need to tell them what I see.
Right.
So they were able to get DNA from the rape kit.
Good.
So, well, man's stupid.
And probably from the brick, too, that he threw
They
on.
were able to get a really good sketch of this guy.
Oh,
like
good.
a damn, like, she knew every bit, every inch, tattoos, scars, eye color, hair shape and texture. And like, she saw all that. They were able to put the information into the database to see if,
they had any matches.
If it linked up with anything else. So 14 months after the attack, December 1998 in Texas.
So this poor girl has been living this nightmare for 14 months, knowing the guy is still out there. Okay.
Yeah.
And now we've gone from Kentucky to Texas for 14 months later.
Correct. So 14 months later in 1998, in Texas, a doctor was murdered. She was stabbed multiple times with blunt force to the head, and she was also sexually assaulted. They also had another couple in Texas where a pastor and his wife were murdered in their beds with a sledgehammer.
Jesus.
Both cases happened very close to the railroad tracks.
We got a little fucking train hopping hobo right here. That's
Train hopping hobbit.
Nope. He's a hobo. He's got a bindle. He's got the stick.
A little carny kid.
He's got the stick with the little handkerchief on the back.
And he's got a screwdriver wrapped up nice and tight in there.
He's got his bindle.
Ready for his next action.
Little fucking shithead.
So fingerprints and DNA were found at both crime scenes.
And this dude's in CODIS. We don't know who he is, but his DNA is in CODIS at this point.
Yes.
So it's like, bam, bam, bam. Little man traveling the country, hopping the trains.
Just going from point A to point B.
With number 2 pencils.
Yep. So it shows that there was other cases of the same DNA, and that's really what brought the case
to light.
Yep.
We got a serial killer.
Yep. And they were able to identify as a serial killer Rafael Reséndiz Ramirez. Yes. So at that point, this is a nationwide hunt because this shit's happening all over the place. He killed so many more than they actually knew at that point.
At that point. Okay.
Yeah. Because they weren't communicating that far apart. You know how sometimes it's like, well, they got to call the other department.
So we're talking 1997, 1998.
Yeah.
I mean, we had technology. It wasn't not anywhere near as it is good as it is today, and it wasn't as fast as it is today. I mean, we did have the internet and things, but I don't know that everybody was like using it prolifically like we are now.
Right. So these other agencies, it's like the lower states. And
like the southern states?
Yeah, and they all gather in Texas, and they're working on a plan. They are stopping every single train, searching for this guy. They have helicopters flying over, checking to see if anything's like people are arguing in the wings or like whatever. They're hovering over this.
They're fucking pulling all the trains over.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine how much time that must have taken?
They fling over open the cargo doors on a.
Gotcha.
Little man, where you at?
Y'all saw a man
Ramirez.
this tall?
So they did know his name at this point?
Yes.
While they're... Okay.
Yes.
So somewhere along the line, he had been arrested and his DNA had put in the system.
He, at this point, that he's just still killing. Just killing and killing and killing and killing. He killed 2 women in one day.
He don't give a fuck.
Nope. 2 women one day, 90 miles apart. And the very next day, he killed 2 states over. So he's just...
Trains go fast.
Running. So he was put on the FBI's 10 most wanted list. He was the 457th person to be put on that list.
Okay.
Holly's freaking out. I mean, it's been this long. This guy, they're not catching this guy. And she is not sure if he knows that she's still alive.
I was going to say, but he thinks she's dead. He ain't trying to backtrack to...
I don't think that provided her any type of...
comfort.
Peace. Yeah. So the next semester that she was able, she signed up to go to school in England.
Oh.
She's like, I'm out. Fuck this. I'm not doing this.
She's like, Jack the Ripper is dead.
Yep.
I'm done. Across the pond.
Yep. So she's worried he would find out. The police then get a tip that really was like not one that you would expect.
Okay.
His sister calls.
Ooh. She
calls, and
my teeny tiny brother,
the little one, that little brother I have of mine. She gives a tip of his location, and it's kind of like he's tired.
Oh,
he's over it. Like,
wow,
he's tired of.
He's ready to be caught.
He's done.
He's at the Waffle House on 34th and 5th Street.
Go pick his ass up. So, they went to New Mexico, which is where she was living at the time. They went and talked to her.
His sister?
Mm-hmm. So then we're jumping 2 years after this conversation happens.
Okay. So 14 months at least, and then another 2 years on top of that, and he's still not caught. Over 3 years. Okay.
Yep. So they are staged at the Mexican-U.S. border.
Okay.
Waiting for this guy to cross over.
Right.
He didn't fight. He just is like...
He just showed?
Yep.
He just showed up.
He showed.
Hands up. All I do is win, win. Yeah.
3 little humans in a truck.
Really?
And they got him. They grabbed him.
Wow. So Ramirez was just like...
I'm done.
I'm
tired of it.
Wow.
Yeah. So they take him into custody. They book him for 6 murders in Texas, 2 in Illinois, and 1 in Kentucky. The one in Kentucky is
Chris. Yeah.
So all this time, they're like putting out, I am so sorry.
That's okay. I do it all the time.
That was my snack alarm.
Ooh. Not your medicine alarm.
Yeah, not my medicine. It's like, bitch, you need to eat. It's time.
I got some raw potatoes on the counter over there.
I actually really like raw potatoes.
Ooh,
they're really good.
No.
I like them.
Like an apple, just biting.
No, you cut them.
Slice them thin.
They're good.
Real thin? No? Thick?
Yeah.
You like the crunch.
Nothing on them? Like no salt or anything?
I grew up really poor.
She was po.
Like, I mean, I guess.
Poor.
She
like,
grew up.
We can't afford apples, but we can get some potatoes, so just pretend it's an apple.
She grew up a poor white girl.
Yeah, poor.
Okay.
Not in the hood or anything, just
po.
Yeah. Try it one day. You might like it.
I might.
It's really good. Like if Bryce is cutting potatoes, I'm like, give me some of those. I don't like the skin.
And he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Why are you eating that? I'm like, this shit's good.
She would like Dad's al dente potatoes.
What do those taste like?
he just doesn't cook them all the way, and they're like still kind of crunchy a little bit. And I'm like, that's not how a potato should be.
down for that.
Like, I need the potato to be cooked.
Honestly, now that I think about it, I kind of like that.
The crunch.
So maybe I'm a.
For God's sake, listen.
You're a poor white kid at heart.
He is. He's an orphan too. Please don't tell Dad you think you like al dente potatoes, because that's the one thing I will not compromise on.
I like them better, like normal.
Yeah.
But I mean, you might like them little crunchy.
Just imagine you go to get a steak and a baked potato somewhere, and the baked potato is like not cooked all the way, and you're trying to mix your sour cream and cheese and bacon bits and all that in butter in there.
I ain't mad at that.
No, all right, go on and tell me what happened, little man, because now I'm getting
now
hungry.
You're disgusted.
I'm just fucking hungry.
You're
now.
like, ooh, potatoes.
A baked potato sounds so good right now.
Jambalaya is calling.
Oh yes, it is. He's got all the
that shit smells good.
Smoked meats.
I've never eaten anything bad by him ever.
Oh, Harold. Girl.
Black eyed peas.
Dude, I think I ate those last time I was here, and they were delicious.
Everything he made.
They were
You don't
so
like his black eyed
good.
peas?
No, just when he had the era of the salty ones.
Oh, the salty ones. Yeah. He couldn't figure out. He was cooking stuff and it was so salty.
And he's like, what the fuck?
None of us could figure it out, because I'm like, just don't put any salt in it at all
And
when you
so
cook.
salty.
Well, he was using, instead of water, he was using like a chicken broth, but he was using bouillon cubes.
So salty.
And they're way more salty. And then I think, what did he say? He was also doing something else. So I can't remember. It was something else he was putting in, not salt, but something else he was putting in. And we were all just like we couldn't.
Hey, I had multiple bowls of those. Like, I feel like I could just eat a straight up salt mine. I love salt.
Allie's like that too. She loves salt.
A salt lick like a cow. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if I buy the popcorn seasoning, it's gone. 2 bowls popcorn. She is
all the salt.
A fanatic for salt.
She's going to have to put her on blood pressure medicine in 6th grade.
I told her about the little kid that died from eating too much salt.
She didn't care.
No.
She did not give a
She be in there shaking it in her hands. She don't care. That child is ruthless.
This episode is brought to you
very derailed
by salt. Okay, go ahead.
Not the sea salt shit either. We want that real salt.
That Morton's with the girl with the umbrella on the
that
bottom.
umbrella girl.
Hey, I'll take any of it, man.
Okay.
So just tell me this fucker got like hung up by his nuts.
He should have. So all this time they're calling him Rafael. The whole time. Rafael Reséndiz Ramirez. The whole time.
He was really Jose Juan?
No.
Okay.
They found out he had a bunch of names, like a bunch. I'm going to have to bring like a better notepad if I'm going to write it. This just feels so weird.
You just did the I'm an old lady arm stretch thing.
I don't have my glasses on either.
That's it.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Okay, so his name actually is Angel Maturino Reséndiz. I don't think I'm saying his middle name right.
Okay.
But Angel Reséndiz.
Okay.
That's his name. He's from Mexico.
And he was no angel.
No angel. He's from Mexico. He was deported 4 times since he's been back and forth.
No bueno.
Yeah. So he has all kind of crimes there. They know that he's murdered at least 16 people. The reasons he murdered these people, this is what I was telling you about earlier. So these are the reasons he murdered some of these people. One of them was a man that he killed for being involved with black magic.
Okay.
Okay.
Voodoo.
Yeah, not having that. He also murdered another one because he was gay. And he didn't say he was trying to be gay with me. It was just, he's gay.
He's gay. I just saw him. Knew he was gay.
And I just had to handle it. Yeah. Quite a few of them he murdered because they were anti-Christians.
Okay.
But then he murders a pastor and his wife. No reason. Just 'cause.
He didn't tell the reason.
Nope. No reason. Just did.
I didn't like the way they were preaching.
Guess so. They didn't read the Bible in Spanish, I think. I don't know. One woman disrespected him, so he had to kill her.
Fuck.
Like, she was so disrespectful.
She was having a spell.
I was just about to say she was having a fit.
A fit.
She was having a fit.
And he just fucking picked up a brick and...
Most of the murders he did was in these people's houses. So, like, it was unusual, the
Okay.
situation with Holly.
Question, and you might get there, and you can tell me to slow my roll. But was he traveling by train?
Yes.
Like did this guy have a home?
100%.
Okay, he was. All right.
He was train hopping.
Hobo.
Yep. That's exactly what I was just about to read. All located near train tracks. He was a hop on in one place and hop off in the next whenever it felt right. It doesn't say like he murdered more fortunate people. Like it.
I'm so
there's
clumsy.
no reason.
Like I would get my foot caught in the train wheel and die. Yeah. Like how do you just fucking, especially if
he
you're
was a little guy.
How do you 5'4" though? Trains are up high.
Think
like,
about Mario Brothers.
Yep,
And then you just boing, boing, boing.
Okay.
Think about it.
What
That's
if
how
he just
we-
waits till the train stops?
Maybe his name. Oh.
Like what about that?
Thank you for pointing out how ignorant your mother is, son. I appreciate you so much. What if he just waits?
He's like, duh, bitches.
Duh. Fuck. Y'all are so stupid.
Y'all are running every scenario except for the true one, which is he just waited for it to stop.
He brought a little stepladder with him, climbed up there.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. Oh, that was
She
good.
even went Mario on it.
That is what it makes me think of.
What about the train just...
And he's running and he
Just
jumps on the
stop.
castle. That's a high-ass castle. Okay.
Oh, bitch. I want to say this dude got in prison and he had no mas pantalones. And
No mas.
he got fucked in prison.
They railroaded his ass.
Yes. He ate a bag of dicks.
Every bag.
So did he go to prison?
Eventually.
But they kept deporting him before. Like, at some point, y'all, deporting him's not working. He's coming back and killing people. Why don't you just put him in an American jail?
I think that they didn't realize the...
Same guy over and over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't think that they realized at that point. So, they invest a lot of time. Hold on. Oh, so he's just getting off or whatever, but like, the investigators said that like money wasn't taken when he'd go and kill these people in their houses.
Yeah.
He would take like jewelry and random trinkets, but like there would be money in the houses and he never took
trophies.
it. But if you're going in and you're going to rob these people after you kill them, the other thing he did was he'd just walk around the house after he killed them and just eat their food.
Yeah. There's a lot of serial killers that do that. But they also take trophies
Yeah.
to remember their crimes.
But he didn't keep them like that. Oh my God.
Okay, now that's 2 in 1. Do you need another snack?
No, that's the same one because I snoozed it, yet I have do not disturb on. Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, I can see from where I'm sitting, cauliflower, raw potatoes. I think there's a watermelon over there, some lemons.
A whole watermelon.
That's my thing saying, all right, bitch, I know you didn't fucking eat, so.
All right. I will remind you to eat when we're done. I will cut a watermelon up for you.
Anyway,
Okay.
my bad. So, I turned it off, so hopefully it won't do that anywhere. And he would just kill with like whatever he had.
Yeah, obviously.
One of the ones says that he like created a pickaxe and killed somebody with that.
Okay.
Well,
he probably used the stick off his bindle.
and then
he's
just
a
wrapped
fucking
it around like an
hobo.
arrowhead.
Just
Yeah.
fucking.
So at that point, Holly knows
He's caught.
he's caught. She
comes
feels
back.
Yeah, she feels a little bit more on the safe side, but she really was ready to testify. She was chomping at the bit.
Absolutely.
She's the only one
So did they go to trial?
that is living. Yep.
Okay.
So trial starts in May 2000 in Houston. They only, and I think we've seen this in other cases, they only charged him with one because all it takes is one. The trial, actually.
I understand.
Okay. So it was the doctor. I'm assuming that was like the most.
Maybe they had the most evidence for that one.
Maybe. Or like the most, I can't think of the word,
Like
high profile.
Yeah.
Like that was the one that people actually, some of the other ones were
Well,
just
that
like.
sucks.
Yeah.
But okay.
But that would be my assumption. So He goes in and he pleads not guilty by reason of insanity. The jury finds him guilty.
Good.
Of capital murder. In the penalty stage, they go through every single detail of every single case, every single circumstance where he was involved in killing someone. At the very end, Holly testified. She shared her entire story.
So she's basically testifying after the fact.
Yeah, after he's charged,
Well, no, after the jury found him guilty,
yeah.
She's just basically coming in at the end saying, you need to either sentence him to death or put him away for life. And
yes.
Here's one of the reasons why.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why.
What state is this in?
Texas.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
I don't know why they did it that way.
Okay.
She shares her story. And of course, the jury's like, oh my God, what the fuck? He's sentenced to death.
Good.
After the trial, he goes straight to death row. He wasn't tried for any other cases prior to his death. He was seen by like a psychiatrist June 21st, 2006. So I'm assuming that's how long it took for him to get to the point where he's fixing to die. He says that he doesn't believe in death. He says that I know my body is going to go to waste, but for me as a person, I'm eternal.
Ugh.
He described himself as half man, half angel. He was put to death just 6 days after that statement on June 27th, which is my birthday.
Oh my God.
2006.
So how did they put him to death? Do you know? Lethal injection,
Yep.
Electric chair?
Injection.
Okay.
Yep. Which I felt like that was kind of quick.
Absolutely.
If he went to trial in 2000 and
Yeah, I agree.
I felt like that was
That
quick.
shit usually takes like 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does it take them so long to?
Because
Dicking around.
if you get sentenced to death, you get an automatic appeal. So there's a big, long process for all of that.
Basically getting trial all over again.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like you get an automatic appeal.
Yeah. So there's that. Holly ended up graduating college. She found love, got married.
Good for her.
And she is an advocate for
victims.
Yep. She is making the most of what she was dealt. She also has a center that's called Holly's House.
It sounded like you said center.
Center.
Okay.
Like it's called Holly's House, where people
like can go if they've been in a sexually abused
Yes.
situation.
Yes.
Is that what it's basically?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's it. Wikipedia, 48 Hours, and YouTube.
Nice.
My sources.
Well done. And sorry I derailed you so much.
You are good.
But, we like to make fun of
Stubby.
Little man.
Old stubby boy.
Little angel.
Did you hear that one before?
Never.
Yeah, it was one that was like,
Never heard it.
He's
fuck him.
a terrible human.
Can eat a bag of dicks.
Yes.
But
Actually,
he's dead now. He's probably eating dicks in hell.
I'm not turning my phone off.
Okay, so that was awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Chandler, thank you for being here
Yes.
and camera switching.
Yep.
He is
I'm here all summer.
All summer.
I'll be here all summer. Try the deal. Okay, so all right, guys, if you like that story and you want to help support the show, go to Patreon/grits, Patreon/grits. You can also go to YouTube and subscribe. We have over 920 subscribers. We are trying to get to 1,000 so we can monetize and get a penny every view.
Our little penny.
Hey, a penny starts with a penny and then it goes to a nickel and then a dime. So every little bit helps. You can get your friends to subscribe, listen, vote for us when
Even not your friends. I mean, they don't have to be
your
friends with you.
enemies.
It's
That would be
cool,
fine
Yeah.
too. Yes, absolutely.
Anybody you hate or love.
Family members, all of the things.
Mhm.
Yes. So, also go to Facebook, Grits Group, Family, Friends, and Fans, the Effers. You can interact with us there. You can follow us on the Grits page. We have 2 things on Facebook. And I think we're on Instagram, but I'm not sure because, it's Instagram. Who really even looks at Instagram? All right. Anything else, guys?
That's all I got.
All right. We love y'all. Chandler, anything else?
Oh, that's it.
Okay. We love you. I'll tell your mom and him to listen. We're going to let Zydeco Mike take us out.
Bye.